All right, we are going back out to Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell, who is having all the fun today down at Waterfront Park. But it is a hot one out there, Mallory.
Yes, it is, Connie. Thankfully, there are a lot of resources down here to keep you cool. There's a cooling station with water and Gatorade. There are these little misters out here. And for the kiddos, there's been a foam party going on behind me. Even Captain Catfish Louie got in on the fun not too long ago. This is the Kids Center that is sponsored by Cozair for Kids. You can see there's some mini putt, there are bubbles, there's the foam party, music, some jumpies all the way off to our left, thankfully in the shade. And there's fun for the kids. There's also fun for the adults as well. Lots of food vendors, basically your typical fair food, but also food trucks lining the street. There are some multiple bars with cocktails, wine, beer, sponsored by Brown-Forman. There's also, of course, areas to get ice cream, shaved ice, whatever you might want for the 4th of July. We do have Waterfront's Most Talented. That's going to get underway at 7 p.m. And I have the forecast for that tonight. Temperatures will be in the lower 90s by 7 p.m. So of course, still pretty warm, but that sun angle should be starting to set, so that will help things out a bit. I will say the cloud cover out here is certainly helping us. We'll continue to cool into the mid 80s by 10 o'clock, and that's when we will have a fireworks show down here at the waterfront. Looking ahead to this weekend, temperatures in Louisville will be in the mid 90s for the Madison Regatta. Hot and mostly sunny, low 90s both Saturday and Sunday in Madison. Expect overnight lows in the lower 70s and conditions staying mostly dry. Just an isolated storm possible by Sunday afternoon and evening. Now, taking a look at those rain chances over the next 5 days, we are going to have that isolated storm chance just due to the humidity returning by Sunday afternoon and evening. But a better chance for rain, some heavy downpours, gusty winds, frequent lightning will arrive next week. Now, next week is looking a lot more unsettled with daily storm chances around, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. So enjoy the dry weather while we have it, because that will not be the case next week. Of course, this goes along with our humidity tracker, that inching up this weekend, really peaking Monday through potentially Friday of next week. So those dew points will inch back into the 70s, and we'll start to feel those heat index readings as well. Right now in Louisville, we're in the upper 80s to lower 90s. It does feel like 95 at the airport. That's your heat index due to a dew point of 66. So yes, a bit muggy, and winds unfortunately light. So as we've been mentioning, not too much of a breeze out there with winds just around 5 miles per hour. But thankfully, we're not looking to break any 4th of July records. That would be back in 1911 and also 2012, most recently, when we had a record high of 102 degrees on the 4th of July. Coolest low, 51. That sounds pretty nice right about now, back in 1968. The rainiest, though, that's way back, basically when records began in the 1890s with more than 5 inches of rainfall. And once again, we're not looking at any rain for this evening. That's good news for all the fireworks shows. Tonight's temperatures will be comfortable yet again. 70s for Louisville in the city, and then outside of the city dropping down into the 60s. Once again, winds will be very light due to high pressure overhead, so we might have some lingering fireworks smoke that could limit visibility and lower air quality in spots. But expect a nice start to your Saturday, and then a hot afternoon. Mid 90s expected both Saturday and Sunday, and that humidity will creep back up by Sunday afternoon and evening, giving us that isolated storm chance. Next week, daily scattered chances each afternoon and evening, kind of a typical summer-like pattern. But that will cool temperatures off a bit. Upper 80s, low 90s expected. Once again, our normal high in Louisville is 89 for this time of year, and we're expecting those overnight lows in the 70s. But once again, Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell out here live at Waterfront Park for the 4th of July celebration. It just got underway at 5 p.m. There's a lot of people funneling in already. We have music, we have games and activities for the kiddos. We have lots of food and drink options. We're going to have live entertainment starting at 7 p.m. with Waterfront's Most Talented. And of course, the fireworks show, which is what everybody's looking forward to at 10 o'clock tonight. I do want to let you know the walking bridge does get shut down at 8 p.m. So if you're looking to come over from Indiana, just make sure you're on the Kentucky side before that point. But we will continue to be out here during the 5 and 6 o'clock newscast. And Connie, I'll check back in with you shortly.